Hey guys, B Twice here. Tonight is Thursday, June 3rd. Had a request to look at Tesla one more time tonight, so I figured it was worth a look, especially after that huge drop today on the negative China news. Um, Overall, it still looks bearish, but we'll dive into it in a second. I just kind of wanted to go back and look at my count going back to like 2019. So the entire first structure, we have a 1, 2, 3, 4. We went up for a 5. Um, and now we're in this downtrend. So here's the uptrend line that we broke a few weeks ago, which was a huge bearish signal. We've pretty much respected this trend line for quite some time now, and then I have the downtrend line that we've been respecting since we started pulling back here a few months ago. So with that being said, now that we see where these trend lines come from, let's take a look at the daily. All right, so basically what I'm seeing is that we went up for a 5. We're in this pullback. We had a 5-wave sequence down for an A, so we're in a zigzag. So normally in a zigzag you have the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You go A, B, C up, so you have a 3 move up. Then you get your B. Now we're going down for C. Generally in a zigzag you're going to have a 5-wave move, a 5-wave impulse down to get to C. To get your price target for C, it's generally either the 61.8, the 100, or the 123.6% extension of A from the extreme of B. So you take your extension from the top to the bottom of A, up to the top of B, and then you extend down. So technically, when you were looking at that, you could see that the bulls wanted this to be bottom, the 61.8. That checks the box in wave theory saying this is the bottom. Um, if that was the bottom, then obviously we could have popped up for a 1 and we could be pulling back for a 2. So we'll jump into the hourly just to try to get a better look at it. All right, so basically when you're looking at this, the bulls wanted this to be the bottom. So right here would be C. You count clear 5-wave moves down. So you could say, hey, right here we have a C. You can count 5 waves up to here to call this a 1. So for this to be valid and for this still to be a 1 and then coming down for a 2, we cannot break the low right here, which looks to be about 545. So if we go beneath 545, then clearly this could not have been the bottom, obviously, because we broke that. So with that being said, you'd want to say that this is true and that this is a 1. Um, and then that would mean that we're going to pull back up here somewhere for a 2, and then we're going to be going further down, which ultimately I think is what's happening here. So we haven't been able to break this downtrend line at all. We've gone up and tested it a couple times now. And then we broke the uptrend line that we've been respecting for several years. So that's not good. And that's what makes me lean towards, hey, we are going lower. Honestly, with that being said, any big pops in the up direction is probably a good short on this name. But it is still risky because it is Tesla, and any given time it can rally. So with that being said, what I'm seeing here is 5 waves down for 1. I think that right here we have an A. So I think we're seeing an A here. I think we're coming down for a B here. And ultimately, I think we're going to go up for a C. So A, B, C. We're probably going to go up and like before I was thinking we were going to come up here in this ballpark and test 660 range and probably hit this trend line, and if we could break above it somewhere here, if we could break above these lines, that would be extremely bullish, and it would make me think that, hey, this was C and it's time to go long Tesla again. At these levels though, until we break above this trend line, I'm still bearish, and I think we're going to see an A, B. I think we'll bottom here. It was a pretty big drop today. We'll probably catch some support, and I ultimately do think we're going to move up for a 5-wave move up for C. Probably from this level. I don't know if we'll go much lower. If we do, maybe a little bit tomorrow, but I really don't think we're going to break this low, 545, within the next couple days. I think we'll hold somewhere in this range. We'll move up 5 waves for C. We still could get to 650. Maybe in 660, possibly touch this line or get really, really close to touching this line. From that level, if I was long, I would possibly grab some hedge and short Tesla, or I would possibly take profits because there is still a really good possibility that we have a 1, a 2. We're going to do an impulse down for a 3, pop back up for a 4, and then do an impulse down for a 5. So if we were to, just to go back to this, if we were to do all of that, and if we were to go from crap, let me go back to that real quick. So if we were to get up for a 2, pull down for a 3, up for a 4, and pull back for a 5, if we're lucky, our low is going to be this 420 range. Um, if we're not lucky, the low could go all the way down to 341. I would still think if it does somehow get to this 425 range, I would be a buyer here because it is Tesla that we're talking about, and I do think they have a very, very bright future. Ultimately, I think we're pulling back for a wave 2. Since this was a 5, this is a 1. We're pulling back for a 2, and then we're going to have a huge launch into a wave 3. So, with that being said, I do see more downside as we're going up for an ABC. So we're going to see a pop right here, and then likely pull back some more. Um, but time will tell. So be careful out there, guys. If you like these videos, go ahead and hit a like and subscribe.